Hi friends, I Narsimharao Erramnini. Today we are discuss important topic in chemical bond. Today we are discuss important topic in chemical bond. That is nothing but states of matter. States of matter. Before enter into this topic, I just recall the memories what are they discussed in the previous chapters like atomic structure and chemical bond. Okay, in that atomic structure, we studied about the what are the fundamental particles. It is nothing but atom, structure of atom, and what are the fundamental particles present in that atom like electron, proton. Okay, charge of electron. All these are discussed in the atomic structure. Okay, here in chemical bond we discuss how that atoms are combined to form a molecules and what type of bonds involved in that atoms or molecules to form the bond. Okay, what type of chemical bonds present in the molecules. Okay, how the molecules are formed from the atoms. All these are discussed in chemical bond. There are various theories are developed to explain that formation of bond. Okay, in that theories only we discuss the successful theories like Vesper theory, Kozel-Lewis theory, and octet rule. Okay, and valence bond theory, MO theory. Like this, all these are discussed in that chapter. In this chapter, we discussed. For example, I explained one thing that is nothing but the formation of H2 molecule. Here, the H2 molecule is formed like. For example, here the H2 molecule is formed by the two hydrogen atoms are combined with one oxygen atoms to form H2O molecule. Okay, here the H2O molecule is an individual substance. H2O molecule is an individual substance. If you take the compound of that H2O molecule, there are different type of compounds are possible to formed from that H2 molecule. They are water is the one of the compound, and second one is ice, and third one is steam. These three are the components of water, substances of water formed from the H2O molecule. All these are having same H2O molecule, but it is a liquid substance, it is a solid substance, it is a gaseous substance. Okay, the state of this substance are different, but all are having same chemical composition, that is nothing but H2O. All are having same chemical composition, that is nothing but H2O, but existed in different physical forms. Existed in different physical forms. It is due to the presence of different in their intramolecular forces or attractions. Okay, in the chapter we will discuss what are the forces present in the substance or molecules present in that substance. Okay, here in this H2O there are intramolecular like hydrogen bond is present. H2O molecule having hydrogen bond. Okay, the force of attraction, how these are existed in difference. The force of attraction is also depends upon the thermal energy. That thermal energy depends upon the temperature. Thermal energy depends upon the temperature. Okay, here in this unit, not only this water molecule, so many compounds are existed in different states. Another two states are also present between these. All these are the interconvertible, and all these three states are also interconvertible. There is another intermediate state is present between the water and ice, that is nothing but liquid crystal state, LC. In this state, that substance having both liquid properties and solid properties. Like fluids, it flow from the one place to another place. Like solid, it has a proper shape, crystal nature. This intermediate state is called liquid crystal state. Okay, the research is going on this area nowadays. And another state is also present between this water and steam. Water and steam. That is nothing but supercritical fluid state. Supercritical fluid state. It is one of the solvent. Nowadays, this state is used for the best example is CO2 gas. Here the state depends upon the temperature, pressure. Temperature and pressure. At low temperature, high pressure, it existed as a water, and at low pressure, high temperature, it existed as a gas. That state is called supercritical fluid state. It has both the properties of liquid state as well as gaseous state. Like that. These are the newly invented areas. In these areas, the research work is going on. These areas. Okay, we can discuss further studies like higher studies, BTech and MTech classes. We discussed about the what is supercritical fluids and what is liquid crystal state. What are the applications of that liquid crystals? Okay, all these are discussed in your higher studies. Okay, here in this chapter we discuss what type of intramolecular forces present in this water, three different states: liquid, gas, and solid states. Okay, how they are interconverted, how it is related to thermal energy, how it is related to temperature. All these are the discussed in this chapter. Okay, and also the important term, another term is also bulk property. Okay, bulk property means in all chemical systems we refer the property of the substance are referred as a bulk property. It means in case of this individual H2O molecule, it is a dry compound. It is not wet. But so many H2O molecules are combined together. It has a wet nature. N number of H2O molecules are combined. It has a wet nature. In bulk phase, it has wet condition, but individual case it is not considered as a wet form. Okay, individual H2O is not wet, but aggregation of number of H2O molecules are having the wetting nature. Like this. So we refer in so many chemical systems we refer the bulk properties like gaseous molecules. Individual liquid molecules cannot boil, and aggregation of the number of liquid molecules undergo boiling. Like this, so bulk property is the another important term introduced in this chapter. Okay, we discuss about what are the intramolecular forces. What are the intramolecular forces are present in various states of substance. Okay, we discuss about what are the van der Waals forces. What are the van der Waals forces? Generally, van der Waals forces are quite different from the ion-ion forces or ion dipole interactions or ion-ion interactions like that. Okay, here van der Waals forces generally observed in case of polar, non-polar molecules or some polar molecules, or in case of also best example of this van der Waals force of interaction is nothing but in case of noble gases. Okay, in that noble gases we can measure the atomic radius in terms of van der Waals radius. Here a little bit of interaction is present between the individual molecules or atoms. Due to that interactions, all the molecules are come together to form a substance. After formation of molecules, that molecules are interact with each other by using these van der Waals forces to exist in different substance. Like that substance state is also depends upon it may be that substance are existed in different types already discussed, that is solid, liquid or gas. That physical state of substance depends upon the strength of the intramolecular forces. There are different type of intramolecular forces are there, that we can also discuss that order of strength of that intramolecular forces and what type of intramolecular forces and how they are existed in what are the examples of that intramolecular forces, all are discussed in this chapter. Generally, these intramolecular forces are two types. One is repulsive forces and another one is attractive forces. Generally, repulsive forces are destabilize the substance. It means it not that they are decrease the strength of the substance. Okay. Similarly, attractive forces are tend to attract the other molecules to each other, come closer to each other. It means, for example, if you take HCl molecules, that HCl molecules are come closer to each other. This is one HCl molecule and this is another one HCl molecule. Okay, this is another HCl molecule. Here, due to the presence of partial positive charge at hydrogen and partial negative charge at chlorine, there is interaction between the partial negative charge at chlorine of one molecule and partial positive charge hydrogen atom of another molecule. Due to this interaction, both chlorine HCl molecules are come closer to each other, like this. Similarly, in case of van der Waals attraction also observed in noble gas elements like helium, like that. Okay, here also in every molecule some repulsive forces are there and some attractive forces are there. Here the attractive forces are called van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. Van der Waals is nothing but he is a famous scientist to explain the deviation of real gas from ideal gas equation. Explains the deviation of real gases from the ideal gas conditions. Okay, that's why due to this honor, all these intramolecular forces are called van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. He is a famous scientist. Van der Waals is a famous scientist. That's why all intramolecular attractions are called van der Waals attractions or van der Waals forces. Okay, clear? There are two type of forces are present. Intramolecular forces are two types. Intramolecular, that is nothing but attractive forces. Another one is repulsive forces. Repulsive forces are destabilize the substance or decrease the strength of the substance, and attractive forces are increase the strength of the substance. Okay, so all attractive forces are called van der Waals forces. All attractive forces are called van der Waals forces. Okay, okay. Let's be discuss about the what are the types of intramolecular forces or van der Waals forces or attractive forces. Okay, here there are mainly four type of attractive forces are present. They are, first one is the dispersion forces or London forces. Dispersion forces or London forces. The second one is dipole forces. Dipole forces. And the third one is induced dipole forces. Induced dipole forces. And fourth one is hydrogen bonding. Here, this hydrogen bonding is a quite different from the remaining forces. Why? Because this hydrogen bonding is only formed at particular elements at particular conditions. That's why it is quite different from the remaining forces. It can be explained later. Okay, here all these forces are considered as a attractive forces. Attractive forces. That's why all these are called van der Waals forces. All these are called van der Waals forces. But ion dipole forces, ion forces are not considered as a van der Waals forces. Okay, ion forces, ion dipole forces are not considered as a van der Waals forces. You remember that. Van der Waals forces are only four types. They are dispersion forces or London forces. Second one is dipole forces. Third one is induced dipole forces. And fourth one is hydrogen bond. These four bonds only considered as a van der Waals forces or attractive forces. Okay, another forces is also there. They are not considered as a van der Waals forces. They are, even though they are attractive forces, they are, for example, ion interactions and ion dipole interactions. These two are not considered as a van der Waals force, even though they are attractive forces. Even though they are attractive forces. You remember this point. We can discuss about the individual forces. First, we discussing about the dispersion forces or London forces. Dispersion forces or London forces. Okay. Generally, dispersion forces or London forces are observed in non-polar molecules. Okay. For example, if I take two molecules, these two molecules are in the step 1. These two molecules are far away from each other. Here, the charges present in these molecules are equally distributed. In this case, these molecules are called symmetrical molecules. Okay, in step 2, if these two molecules are come closer to each other, momentarily or very short time, charge is distributed unequally. Charge is distributed unequally. Due to this, polarity is developed in one molecule. For example, this is considered as a and this is considered as a B. Okay, like this. Now, when here the distance is very high. Once these molecules are come closer to each other, charge dispersion takes place. Charge dispersion takes place. Due to the dispersion of charge, polarity is developed in one molecule. After developing polarity in one molecule, in third step, the polarity is also developed in another molecule like this. Here in this side, partial positive charge is enriched. In right side, partial negative charge is enriched. Similarly, in this molecule also, one side partial positive charge and another side negative charge is enriched. So now these two molecules have some type of interaction with opposite charges are existed in the same side. Opposite charges are existed in that same side. Due to that unsymmetrical nature or dispersion of charges when they are moving come closer to each other, that's why these forces are called dispersion forces. Actually, there is no polarity in these molecules at initial condition. Here the polarity is developed after dispersion of charges. That's why these are called dispersion forces, and these forces first observed by the London, the scientist London. That's why these forces are called London forces, or this force is formed by the dispersion of the charge, unequal dispersion of the charge. That's why it is called dispersion force also. Here the interaction energy is interaction energy is here the interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. It is the very important. The interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. Interaction energy. Okay, like this. It is a very important point. In 2015, they asked one question in JEE mains exam. They asked one question about this interaction energy. Okay, so very important thing. So the interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. If the distance is increased, these forces are only observed when they are come closer to each other. If they are far away, in this case the distance is more. Here there is no dispersion, there is no dispersion of the charge, there is no force of attraction between them. This force is observed. If the distance is increased, it means nothing but distance is increased, interaction energy is decreased. Okay, you remember this point. Okay, this force is only existed at the distance is less than the 500 picometers. Okay, less than 500 picometers. This is also another important condition for this London forces or dispersion forces. Okay, when the molecules are come closer to each other, in that case the distance between the two nucleus is less than 500 picometers. In that case only the force is existed, otherwise it cannot possible. Okay, this is about the dispersion forces or London forces. The main point is interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. Okay, the distance must be 500, less than 500 picometers, and this force is observed in non-polar molecules. Okay, non-polar molecules. These are the important points. Okay, now we discuss about the dipole-dipole interactions. Here, generally these dipole-dipole interactions are observed in case of polar molecules. These are the most important point. Polar molecules, like the best example is HCl, HBr, like that, or HI. Okay, like these molecules we can observe in this molecule we observe this dipole-dipole interactions. Okay, polar bond means there is a polarity due to the more electronegative difference. That electronegative difference is 1.7 units, then the bond becomes as a 0 to 1.7. units, electronegativity difference is 0 to 1.7 units, then this bond is considered as a polar bond. If greater than 1.7, this bond is considered as a ionic bond. Already we discussed in that chemical bond. Okay, if the dipole moment is difference is 0 or 0 to 0.5, then that bond is considered as a non-polar covalent bond. Okay, here this bond, this type of forces are generally observed in case of polar molecules. This interaction is called dipole-dipole interaction. This interaction is called dipole-dipole interactions. Okay, here, for example, this is considered as a one HCl molecule. One HCl molecule. Here, one bond is one atom is called Hc, hydrogen atom. Another atom is considered as a Cl, chlorine atom. So here partial positive charge is developed at this hydrogen due to less electronegativity, and partial negative charge is developed at chlorine due to more electronegativity. Okay, then if you take another molecule, similarly here this is another HCl molecule, another HCl molecule. In this molecule also a partial positive charge is developed at hydrogen and partial negative charge is developed at chlorine. Okay, now one of the partial positive charged hydrogen is attracted by the partial negative charged chlorine atom of the another HCl molecule. Another HCl molecule. Similarly, this hydrogen is also attracted by the another chlorine atom of the another HCl molecule. Similarly, this HCl is also attracted by the positive charged hydrogen atom of another hydrochloric acid molecule. Like this, every molecule is connected to or attracted by the two more HCl molecules. Like this, all HCl molecules are aggregate to form a liquid substances. Liquid substances. Similarly, in case of HBr, HCl also. Okay, that compounds are existed as a solid substances. Okay, here also interaction energy is present. That interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. Sixth power of the distance. That is also important. The interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance in case of liquids or gases. But in case of liquids or gases, in case of solids, it is only in case of liquids or gas molecules. In case of solids, this interaction energy is inversely proportional to 3 power of the distance. 3 power of the distance, that is nothing but interaction energy proportional to 1 by r power cube. 1 by r power cube. Okay, these are the two are very important. In dipole forces, the interaction energy in case of gases or liquid substances is inversely proportional to 6th power of the distance, or in case of solid substances, the interaction energy is inversely proportional to r power cube. Clear? This is about the dipole forces. Generally, these forces are observed in polar molecules like HCl, HBr, HA. Okay, here already polarity is developed in that molecule. Due to that partial charge, the partial charge is indicated by this delta. So, due to the presence of that partial positive or partial negative charges, that by using that charges, they can attract the other molecules. Okay, here the interaction energy is inversely proportional to 6th power of the distance. It means the distance is increased. Interaction energy is decreased. Okay, it is only in case of this formula is only applicable for the liquids and gases. But that substance is existed in solid. That polar molecule may be solid. In that case, the interaction energy is inversely proportional to r power 3. R is nothing but distance between the two molecules. This is about the dipole forces. Clear? Okay, let's be discussing about the dipole individual dipole forces. Generally, these dipole individual dipole forces are present. Dipole individual dipole forces are present in polar molecules, between the polar molecules and non-polar molecules. Polar molecules and non-polar molecules. Generally, polar molecules always having the some dipole moment. Some dipole moment. The dipole moment is arranged due to the polarity. That polarity is produced due to the electronegativity difference. Electronegative difference. For example, this molecule having polarity like this. For example, this is an HCl molecule. Here the polarity is present like this. H plus partial positive charge and partial negative charge present at hydrogen and chlorine. Similarly, if you take another molecule, that another molecule is nothing but here AB molecule. AB molecule. Generally, in this molecule, there is no polarity. There is no polarity. After, when these two molecules are come closer to each other, this polar molecule produces the polarity in this non-polar molecule. That newly produced polarity is called induced dipole. Induced polarity or induced dipole. So, one of the polar molecule induces the polarity in another non-polar molecule. That type of forces are called dipole and induced dipole forces. Induce means produce. Produce means one of the polar molecule produces the polarity in non-polar molecule by using its polarity. For example, when these molecules are far away from each other, there is no polarity in this non-polar molecule. But when that molecules are come closer to each other, here this is Cl minus H plus and this is the A and B molecule. Here also some partial positive charge and partial negative charge is developed like this. Here there is no polarity. It is a non-polar molecule. When it closer to move towards the polar molecule, polarity is also developed in this non-polar molecule. So the polarity is produced due to the polarity of the another polar molecule. That's why it is called newly produced induced dipole moment. Here in this molecule, the dipole moment is called induced dipole moment. If the molecule is far away from each other, the polarity is cancelled. The molecule becomes non-polar molecules. Okay, like that. That's why these interactions are called dipole and induced dipole interactions. Dipole and induced dipole interaction. Here also the interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. This is most important point. Okay, one point is interaction energy, another point is this type of polarity is observed between the one of the polar molecule and another one is non-polar molecule. One non-polar molecule, another one is polar molecule. Okay, why it is called induced means the polarity is produced or induced in non-polar molecule by the polar molecule due to its polar nature. Okay, this type of attractions are called dipole induced dipole forces. Here the interaction energy is inversely proportional to sixth power of the distance. Okay. Let's be discussing about the what is hydrogen bond. The definition of hydrogen bond is simply we can say the weak electrostatic force of attraction between positively charged hydrogen atom and negatively charged electronegative atom are called hydrogen bond. This hydrogen bond can be defined into classified into two types. They are intramolecular hydrogen bond. One is intramolecular hydrogen bond. Second one is intermolecular hydrogen bond. In case of intramolecular hydrogen bond, it is formed in between the molecule. It is formed between the two molecules. In between the molecule, and second one is formed between the two molecules. Here, the best example of this intramolecular hydrogen bond is ortho fluoro orthofluorophenol. This is the best example of intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intramolecular hydrogen bond. Here, due to this hydrogen bond, one ring is formed. That ring must be having either 5-membered ring or 6-membered ring. Here, 5-membered ring is formed like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 atoms are involved to form that ring. Otherwise, if the ring is formed like 4-membered, 3-membered ring, it is impossible to form the hydrogen bond due to the ring strain. The angle strain is more than the force of attraction between this partial positive charged hydrogen and partial negative charged fluorine. Okay, if the in this molecules, these are the isomers, structural isomers of this molecule or the this is metafluorophenol. And another molecule is there, that is nothing but parafluorophenol. In these two molecules, there is no possibility of hydrogen bond. So hydrogen bond only possible in certain conditions only. That's why it is quite different from the remaining attractive forces like dispersion forces or dipole-dipole interactions or dipole-induced dipole interaction. It is also one type of interaction, but it is only possible in certain conditions only. That's why it is quite different. Here, the major important point is here the interaction energy in this hydrogen bond is inversely proportional to R power cube. Inversely proportional to R power cube. It is the most important thing. The interaction energy is inversely proportional to R power cube. Okay, this is about the hydrogen. Similarly, intermolecular hydrogen bond is also nothing but it is formed between the two different molecules of same substance or different substance. Okay, for example, hydrogen bond is formed between the HF. Here partial positive charge and partial negative charges are developed like this, and another HF molecule is like this, partial positive charge and partial negative charge. Here, now the interaction takes place between the hydrogen bond formed between the one of the partial negative charged fluorine atom and partial positive charged hydrogen atom like that. Here this hydrogen bond is represented by these dotted lines. So every hydrogen bond is represented by dotted line. This hydrogen bond is formed between the two molecules of same substance. And another example is the hydrogen bond is also formed between the different molecules of different substances. Different molecules of different substance. For example, this is water molecule. Here partial positive charges and partial negative charges are developed like that. Similarly, another example is ammonia. Here also partial negative charge is developed. Partial negative charge is developed like this at nitrogen due to more electronegativity. Always partial negative charge is developed at more electronegative atom. Partial positive charge is developed at more electropositive atom. Okay. So here the interactions takes place between this nitrogen and hydrogen like that. So this is about the hydrogen bond. There are two types of hydrogen bond. Already we discussed about this hydrogen bond, types of hydrogen bond, conditions of hydrogen bond. All are discussed in the previous topic, that is nothing but chemical bond. Okay. So this is about the hydrogen bond. In this hydrogen bond, the interaction energy is inversely proportional to R cube. R is nothing but distance between the two molecules. If distance is increased, here hydrogen bond is not possible. Why? Because here the distance between this partial positive charge hydrogen and partial negative charge fluorine is more. If distance is increased, hydrogen bond, the formation of hydrogen bond chances are less. Formation of hydrogen bond chances are less. Only in this ortho isomer hydrogen bond is possible. In case of this meta isomer and para isomer, hydrogen bond chances are less. Okay, so it requires, and it moreover it forms between the more negatively charged more electronegative atom and positively charged, partially positive charged hydrogen atom only. Hydrogen atom only. That's why it is called hydrogen bond. Due to this hydrogen bond, all molecules are aggregate at one place to form a substance. This force is also utilized to stabilize that substance. That's why it is considered as interaction energy. That's why attractive force. So it is considered as a van der Waals force of attraction, van der Waals force of attraction, but it is quite different from the remaining attraction forces. Why? Because there is no conditions. Okay, there is no special conditions to form that interactive forces or attractive forces. Okay, clear? Let's be discussing about some of the questions asked in the previous IIT questions. Okay, this question is asked in JEE Main 2015. The question is the intramolecular interactions that is dependent on the inverse cube of distance between the molecules. Distance between the molecules is dash. Okay, here the options are ion dipole interactions. First option is in case of ion dipole interactions, or in case of ion-ion interactions, or in case of London forces, and fourth one is hydrogen bond. Okay, generally in case of first case ion dipole interactions, the interaction energy in first case, the interaction energy, okay, in the first case interaction energy is proportional to 1 by r square. In the second case, the interaction energy is 1 by r. Okay, in third case, the interaction energy is 1 by r power 6. But in fourth case, the interaction energy is 1 by r power cube. That's why the correct option is fourth option. The correct option is the correct option. And moreover, the first one, ion dipole interactions and ion-ion interactions are not considered as a van der Waals forces. These are the interaction energies, or the relation between the interaction energies and distance between the two molecules or atoms in that substance. Okay, that interaction energy depends upon this phenomenon. Okay, indifferent, it varies from the type of interaction. In case of ion dipole interaction, it is proportional to 1 by r square. In case of ion-ion interaction, it is proportional to 1 by r. In case of London forces, it is proportional to 1 by r power 6. And in case of hydrogen bond, it is proportional to 1 by r power cube. Okay, already I mentioned in the previous slides, this interaction energy, the relation between this interaction energy and the distance between the molecules are very, very important. Thank you. Your Saramani Narasimharam.